What's up guys, Drew Peacock here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about two cars that have been anticipated for quite some time. Today we got some insight on them and people can finally stop holding their dicks waiting to see what's going to happen. We're going to be talking about the 2020 Ford Mustang GT500 and the all-new Toyota Supra. Both cars, like I said, have fans and enthusiasts that have just been sitting there beating their meat looking at spy photos non-stop. Finally, people can beat their meat to some authentic porn of these cars. Some people are disappointed, some people are happy, and today I'm going to let you know what I think about them. So we're going to be talking about the 2020 Ford Mustang GT500 first, and then we'll go into the Supra. So the GT500, I was worried that they were going to butcher it. I was worried that they were going to toss in maybe the Ford GT motor, you know, some 6-cylinder twin-turbo bullshit. No, they finally did what I was hoping that they would do for the Ford GT, but they put in supercharged cross-plane V8, and they're estimating to have 700 plus horsepower. Now, I think that's a given. Every top-tier car these days, the Z01, the ZR1, the Hellcat, all of them have, you know, around 800, around 700 horsepower. I think that, you know, if they would have gone any less, then that'd be a huge hit in the dick for any Mustang enthusiast. But 700 plus horsepower is no joke. Fastest Mustang ever created from factory. That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Now it seems like they're getting rid of the manual transmission. At least, you know, there's little rumors that they're gonna make some, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen. It has a dual clutch gearbox made from Tremec, 7-speed dual clutch. I know why they're doing this. They're trying to make it as fast as possible, and this is the smartest way to do it. It is going to be super expensive, however, if that shit breaks, because dual clutch is no joke. But yeah, 7-speed from Tremec. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm a little sad about the whole, you know, manual transmission going bye-bye for this car, but it makes sense. I get why they're doing it. This car has a lot of crazy shit about it. I'm going to be talking about the styling first, so let's dive right in. Now, the styling for this car is nothing crazy new. They didn't go and try to reinvent the Mustang or anything like that. It looks like a super aggressive, super high-end Mustang, you know, and that's what you would expect. The front end looks super aggressive, and I'm getting a little Cobra vibe here. You know, it looks like this whole grille right here is shaped like the hood of a Cobra. If you can't see that, then I don't know, maybe I'm just tripping. It also kind of looks like a diamond, but that's just besides the fact. But I think they're trying to go for the whole snake look. The front end just looks beautiful, very aggressive. The rear end looks like nothing super crazy. It obviously has a giant wing on it. Well, I wouldn't say giant, but it also has a wing on it, and quad tip exhaust is expected. Rear valence is complete mesh. You know, again, they didn't try to reinvent the wheel when it came to the rear end either. But however, speaking of wheels, they got carbon fiber wheels now, so curb rash is going to cost you a pretty penny. Carbon fiber wheels, giant brakes, largest brakes ever. I believe they're 16.5-inch rotors. 16.5-inch. That is gigantic, insane. Okay, absolutely insane. The rear wing is obviously functional. I know I talk a lot of smack about wings, but when it's functional and it's needed, I get it. Okay, I don't hate wings. It's just I want them to be functional. The interior looks very, very clean, looks very nice. It doesn't look like you're just buying a base model GT or anything like that. It looks very nice. The seats are Recaro seats. You know, they're either in suede or Alcantara or whatever. Again, with the steering wheel, carbon fiber follows you into the interior. Again, it's just what you would expect of a top tier car like this. You know, carbon fiber, you know, race seats, race steering wheel. One thing you might have noticed is that there's no shifter, which kind of looks weird. They went with this little dial shifter right here. I don't know why. I don't know if they say weight reduction or something stupid like that. I'm not really sure why they would do something like that, but again, I guess. Overall, I think the styling of this car is a 10 out of 10. I think they hit this one out of the park. They added these weird hood pins, so I'm not sure how those are going to work or whatever, but it's pretty interesting that they added that. Again, it's a very aggressive car. Everything there serves a purpose. It's not just all for looks. Honestly, though, I think they hit it out of the park with these. It's a very good looking car. It's a very good looking Mustang coming from factory like that. It's very, very, very clean. Now, I'm really curious if they are going to get rid of the manual transmission altogether for the GT500. Maybe they'll do like some weird special edition or something like that. But again, they're going for performance. And honestly, as much as it sucks, manual transmissions just aren't very, you know, efficient. They are slow. They're not as fast as new dual clutch transmissions and shit like that. And if they're trying to get the fastest car possible, a dual clutch 7-speed just sounds like the right decision. It's really expensive, but it sounds like the right decision, and I really understand why they did it. You know, manual transmissions are fun and everything, but they're just not really, you know, they're not really fast. And it's just, you know, a dual clutch 7-speed from Tremec, that sounds fucking fast. The Z01 has a 10-speed, so I mean, it kind of makes sense. Now again, as more stuff comes out on this, maybe I'll make an update video, but honestly, I am super excited for the GT500. I can't wait to see these at car meets. Well, in California, if we still have car meets with the whole fucking communism shit going on about the whole exhaust law. But I can't wait to see one in person. Maybe I'll have to go to an auto show and see one and sit in one, because honestly, this thing seems pretty killer. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a very, 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 very great looking car. All right, guys, next up we'll be looking at the 2020 Toyota Supra. A lot of people have been anticipating this car, and it seems like a lot of people are depressed about this car. I didn't really care for this car. I heard it was coming out. I saw some stuff on Instagram about it, you know, little videos here and there, but I wasn't really holding on to my dick waiting for this car to drop. Now that it did, I'm reading a few things on it, and it doesn't seem too bad. We're going to be talking about the higher end model, the one that has 335 horsepower. It's a 6-cylinder turbo, shit like that. We're going to be talking about that one. I believe there is one that has less horsepower than a GT86. It's like a 4-cylinder. I don't know why anyone would waste their goddamn money on that. That just sounds like a waste of time and a waste of money. I don't know why they would even make that. It just sounds stupid. But we're going to be talking about the powerful one. Again, this is just stuff I've been reading online and shit like that, so I don't even know if this is all fact, but I did hear they were making the slower one. But again, we're not talking about that one. 335 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 4.1 seconds, which is pretty impressive. It seems like it's going to be the most powerful Toyota ever made. At least that's, you know, what they said in the little promo video, so that's cool. $50,000 for a Toyota, $54,000 for the premium model. I think this shit is going to be about 60-something thousand after markup and everything like that. That is going to be insane. $60,000 for 335 horsepower. I know it has a lot of, you know, parts from a BMW and shit like that. It sounds like they kind of collabed on this one. But that is just excessive right there. $50,000. That is a lot. I don't know what the original Toyota Supra sold for. Again, I'm not a huge import guy. I don't go read brochures and shit like that and go argue in comment sections saying how the new Toyota Supra can walk a Dodge Demon after you put about $20,000 under the hood or something like that. This honestly doesn't seem like that bad of a car. I just think they're charging maybe $10,000 too much for it. Again, it's a Toyota. It's not like a Corvette or anything like that. You know, you could buy either a C7 Corvette for $50,000 and have 400 and something horsepower, or you can buy a Toyota and have 335 horsepower. And then, you know, but after markup and after all that, you're going to be over 60,000 easily. So again, that's my biggest complaint so far. Now the styling of it, a lot of people say it looked like an Alfa Romeo had sex with a Lotus or something like that, or the Z3. Again, it looks a lot like a BMW Z3 or Z4. It looks a lot like that. Honestly, I've seen the styling, you know, again, all over the internet and all over Instagram here and there. It doesn't look anything crazy. It looks like a Toyota Supra, just, you know, modernized. It doesn't look great though. I'm not a huge fan of the front end. Again, I do see some Supra cues in it. You know, the headlights look kind of similar to a Supra if they were modernized. The rear end just looks like someone fucking butchered a Supra. Doesn't look good at all. I don't like the rear end. It's got a cool little ducktail from factory, but where the fuck are they going to mount their chassis mount wings 10 years from now? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the rear end. Again, the front end I think is okay. The side profile looks decent, but the rear end, I'm not a huge fan of that. Now, obviously, I'm never going to have to see a rear end of one of these because these things are slow as shit. But I'm sorry, I'm already throwing shade at it. I haven't even fucking seen one in person. But honestly, I don't know. It might need to grow on me. I do like the front end a bit. It does look, again, a lot like a Z3 or a Z4. I forgot which one they said that they share a lot in common with. But honestly, again, the rear end isn't for me. I think it's just the trunk mainly and the taillights. The interior looks pretty nice. It looks like you won't have much room in there. You know, you can't fuck in there. But that's kind of common for imports. It looks like it's a driver's car. It doesn't look like it's going to be a grocery getter. The interior looks like a BMW. Fuck the shit out of a Miata. It's very small, and it's got a lot of the same BMW shit, and then they just, you know, taped a Toyota badge on there. It looks like a Z4 interior, honestly. I think they should have done something a little bit different. This doesn't look very cool. The old Supra had such an iconic cockpit, man. It looked like you were in a fighter jet, and this just looks like you're driving around a 335i. I don't know. Not a huge fan of that. Honestly, I can see why some people are disappointed with this car. If they would have done some cool futuristic shit, that would have been fucking dope. But no, they just kind of played it safe and went with a BMW interior. I really wish that they did something cool with the interior. They had, you know, good opportunity. The seats look cool and everything, but I don't know. They could have done so much more, honestly. It just kind of seems like, you know, they did some copy-paste shit here and there. And I get it, you know. It was kind of like a little collab, but we'll see how people actually feel when they get it. Now, again, this is just a quick little summary of it. Am I excited to see them? Yeah, I think, you know, if I see one on the streets, I'm going to shit my pants. You know, the Supra GR, it looks like that's what they're going to be calling it, or the GR Supra. I'm kind of excited for it. I wouldn't say I'm as excited for it as the GT500. Now it's just because I like big old V8s. But honestly, if I can get my hands on one of these and drive it around daily, that'd be pretty cool. Obviously, I'm not fucking shitting cash or anything like that, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But it doesn't look like that bad of a car. It looks like it'll be a fun car, a little driver's car. It'll be in the same category as like, you know, a boosted BRZ or a boosted Miata, as in like it'll be like that kind of fun. But we'll have to see when people actually start driving them and get their hands on them, how they feel, if they feel a lot like a BMW or if they feel like their own kind of category. So I'm pretty excited for it. Again, I'm not holding my dick waiting for it to come out and so I can see one, but I'm pretty excited for it. It does look pretty cool. All right, well, I'm done talking about these two cars. If you watched all the way to the end, I'm kind of surprised, but you should probably leave a like then. It seems like you enjoyed it, or you just literally watched it punching yourself in the face nonstop. Both cars seem pretty cool, and I know a lot of people love both of them, and they're anticipating them. I like some of the styling that the Supra has, and I like some of the styling that the GT500 has. Both of them have pros and cons, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Until next video, peace.